everyone, thank you for joining in for today's reading. I hope you are doing well. Thank you very much for being here today. So I feel guided to do a reading, and the energy today is a little bit strange because it's this, to translate what I got emotionally on an energetic level. It's like, imagine to be someone that just woke up and like realized that the whole world is a world of, I don't want to say monsters, but it's like this energy of all of a sudden opening your eyes and understanding like, oh my god, I am surrounded by, I don't know, beings and entities that if they saw that I'm not like them, they will like tear me to pieces. I'm sorry for the image, but it's this energy of like someone that has understood that it's in some kind of situation with people or things, I don't know, we will see, but it's fear and it's the need to be on guard and blend in with others in order to not be discovered. And it's about survival almost. And I don't feel like you did anything to open your eyes. It's almost like you woke up and suddenly you see something and you're like, oh my god, how am I going to get out of here alive? So I know it's a very strange energy. I don't know what's this about. We will see. We will take some tarot and some oracles and try to understand this energy. Okay. Let's see what's this about. Maybe this one. Okay. It's almost that Halloween energy of like, traditionally Halloween, it's we dress up as monsters, as demons, because we don't want them to recognize us. This one. That's the energy here. I don't know. Strange. So let's see the oracles. Let's start with this one. We have Agape and Apocalypsis. Yeah, so for those of you who don't know, Apocalypsis, it's literally like, we translate that as removing the veil. So it's about seeing something. We have the eye here. So it's literally an apocalypse, what I was getting. It's like you finally understanding what's going on. Like suddenly. And Agape, I think Agape, it's about connections and affection, but I'm not sure. Let me see. I feel called to the ocean, and we have another eye. It's like you are suddenly getting that you are a fish out of water. But it's something to do with an understanding of something. Or someone like gaining its memory back suddenly. I don't know, it's a very strange energy. Anyway, let me go check the book for Agape. I want to read it because I'm not sure how to interpret that. So, who's this? Sorry guys. Okay. Agape, devotion, unconditional love. What if instead of putting yourself at the center of your spiritual practice, you put God, Goddess, or nature at the center? How will this change your approach? Such is the energy of Agape. It is alive when we are in awe and wonder, our breath taken away by the sacred force that surrounds us and asks for nothing in return. This card can indicate a spiritual initiation that stretches your capacity to love and serve. You sense the earthly as the heavenly, and vice versa. Such an initiatory moment can appear in any form, and like a healing balm, to the modern soul, its effects last a lifetime. The Agape card might also suggest you reassess what you worship every day, consciously or unconsciously. What are you elevating? Where does the sacred ladder you climb ultimately lead to? Service, reverence, honor, and joy. Very interesting. So, very interesting because, you know, in this, I don't want to see, it's not, there's some kind of, it's like you opening the eyes. Maybe it's society actually, or some kind of group you find yourself in, and you are opening your eyes about how out of balance and, I don't want to say wrong, but I will say that wrong, their priorities are. It's like you realize all of a sudden how out of balance and wrong the priorities of the group you find yourself in are, and you now see clearly what's the real goal, what's the real deal. And you see that everyone is focused on something that is trapping them, like in this chain. Yeah, I cannot really explain that. Let's see. We have leadership in reverse with the bear and cedar. We will see what's this about in the book. We have the crystal yellow dragon. Opens you to higher learning and wisdom. Expand your crown chakra for illumination. Walk the higher spiritual path. You awoken. I feel like you awoken to an higher truth. You awoken. That's the energy. The divine matrix. Interconnectedness, synchronicity, coincidences. And we have the Little Mermaid, bug, threshold. Okay. Something happened here. You understood something very deeply, and you understood that everyone around you has not understood that. And it was sudden for you. You now see clearly the real reasons, the real beauty, what really needs to be worshipped in this universe, and what instead everyone else's around you appear to worship. And you are stepping onto an higher learning and wisdom. You have opened yourself up to something higher. And I'm not saying that from a righteous or like prideful way. Yeah, it's not like for the ego. It's like that's the energy. And we all have like messed up priorities at some points in life. So it's not a judgment like that. But somehow you feel unsafe. That's also what I'm getting. So I want to read the book for this one and see what leadership in reverse it's about. And it's number 4. It's the Emperor card. Interesting, because Emperor card in reverse, it's about a misuse of power. So let's see. You may be experiencing overwhelming challenges. Remember not to be hardened by this. Inflexibility will get you nowhere. Instead, channel the protective qualities of cedar. Reflect, heal, and prepare. Overwhelming challenges. So we will see what's this about with the tarot. Let me take a sip of my coffee. And we have the Little Mermaid and the ocean. So it's really you like... You're moving now yourself in this world. You're moving around with this knowledge and you don't really know what to do with that. You're trying to find the threshold to escape this reality and enter a reality where there's coherence between what you understood and your new truth, let's call it that, and the environment around you, the people around you. Okay, let's take the tarot. I want to understand this leadership in reverse first. What's this about? Okay. So we have 3 cards. We have the 2 of Cups in reverse, the Page of Cups in reverse, and the 4 of Cups in reverse. I'm getting what was important and what was leading your life, what was a priority in your life. You now understand it's not what you want. It's not giving anything to you anymore. And it's literally like you woke up one day and felt like that. And it's like you suddenly see how this is almost a petty, gossipy energy, superficial energy. It's like you understand how superficial your priorities and the priorities of the people around you are and were in your case. Okay, so that's the energy. And let's know more about this message. What's happening, Spirit? What's happening? Oh. You're not fitting anymore in this environment, I can tell. And I feel like you know. We have the Fool, exactly, and the 4 of Swords in reverse. So you cannot rest and stay in peace in this environment anymore. You need to find something different. And to do that, I feel like you need to begin anew, in a new place. The 5 of Cups in reverse. There's something for you out there, waiting for you. It's waiting for you, so you don't have to fear, like, you're not going to find anything that is coherent, and keep hearing this word, coherence, with yourself, with your new self, with your higher self, because you stepped into a higher understanding of the world, of the universe, because there is something, and you need to let go of like the 2 cups to get the 3 cups. And you don't have to fear or resist this change in fear that you're not going to find something more, because you are going to find something more. Okay, that's too many cards. I will take just this one. We have Justice. So you are definitely, if you leave this situation or group, you will reap the results of doing that, of doing the right thing for yourself. Because I feel like if you stay in this environment, you are out of place, and you know that, and you will feel that. You will feel disappointment, boredom, unsatisfaction. So you will do something bad to yourself. But if you leave, you're going to reap the reward for doing the right thing for yourself. Let's see. We have the Knight of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Cups in reverse. We have the 8 of Swords and the Chariot in reverse. So definitely, you don't know where you're going. You don't know where you're going. You cannot see that. What you see, though, is that this thing is not aligned with you anymore. And the important thing is for you to commit to the path of finding the path or the group or the situation that is good for you, and like starting this path of finding, of searching for this with hope and being open to the possibilities. If you keep thinking like you're not going to find anything more, and you trap yourself just because you don't see where you're going, that's going to keep you trapped in this situation of not alignment with yourself. And you will constantly feel, as I described in the beginning, as someone that is out to get you. Like you have to wear a mask around people, because if you don't do that, people will like basically kill you, the demons, the monsters, like in the Halloween tradition almost. Okay, I want to know what can support you in this. I want to say travel. I don't know why. Maybe some of you need to travel away from something. I don't know. Wow, we have the 10 of Winter Pentacles in reverse. interesting. It's like you are going away from something, you're traveling away and getting from something, because you see that the kind of satisfaction and fulfillment that that environment could offer to you, it's not real satisfaction and fulfillment. It's not going to bring you that. Okay, so you need to realize that as a first thing, clearly, and be ready to move away. What's going to support you? What's going to support you? And I am also getting this one. Perfect. So we have the Winter Lovers in reverse. We have the Two of Winter Cups, the Master of Winter Pentacles, and the Winter Witch, which is the Magician in reverse. I'm getting like, you need to realize that the people that around you are like the most successful people in your situation, in your environment, are in reality people that couldn't, I don't want couldn't change, but it's like couldn't choose differently. It's like they are bounded to something, and they like created this reality around them that serves and responds positively to that thing they are bounded to. Does it make sense? It's like almost like they have an addiction, even though we didn't get the devil, but it's this, they didn't, it's not real success. It's not something they built, they choose. It's something they got because they couldn't make a choice. And even though they are successful, it's a prison. It's like being in a golden cage. I don't know, take it if it resonates, but you want to find something true. You want to find something balanced. You don't want to be forced in any extremes. You want to be able to make choices from a balanced standpoint where you are not like pushed and pulled between extremes. So you need to gain clarity about, because I feel like you might seem from the outside like you are living something stable, successful, a promising environment almost, but what's going to support you upon anything else? It's you realizing how fake this success and these priorities and how superficial they are, and holding on to that understanding. I don't know, I really hope that this is understandable, that it makes sense, but that's what I'm getting. It's a very strange energy actually, but possibly to you it will make sense, apply to your situation. So what's going to challenge you? The Fool. You need to begin anew, and we have the Fool again, so 2 times. The challenge is to begin anew. Why is this a challenge? Wow, okay. The Page of Wands in reverse, because you don't really know where you're going. You don't really know what you are looking for. You know that this thing doesn't satisfy you anymore, but you don't know what satisfies you, what you're looking for. I feel guided to take 1 card from this. What should you look for? What should you look for? Oh, we have 2 cards, perfect. So we have the Grandmother of Little Red Riding Hood and Ancient Wisdom. Beautiful. And we have the Salamander, which is associated with fire and inspiration. And then we have Red Hood, Test of Courage. So you need to enter a forest, a dark forest. This is the Fool energy. It's the beginning. And you see, here we have the Toad and we have a Toad here. It's like you are guided. There's some kind of wisdom of voice that is going to guide you. I feel like it's your higher self it's your higher self guiding you. It's beautiful because we have the salamander here. So there is a parallel between these two cards, and we got these two cards. It's beautiful, but someone is protecting you on this path. Even though you don't see that, you are protected and guided. You need to be courageous. Ancient wisdom. I feel like when you arrive where you need to arrive, you will know that. You will recognize the place. Let's see the book for these cards. Okay, sorry. I was looking whether... Oh, we have that. No, it's number 31. 31. So, dark face, it is easy to dismiss old wives' tales, okay? Bright face, to learn you must listen to the past. Interesting. How did your ancestors live? Wow. Okay, you know, I was getting that energy of someone being bounded to something like an addiction or something like that, or like being chained to something specific, this golden cage energy. And I feel like your ancestors, at some point something happened, take it if it resonates, but at some point something happened and your whole family like took another path and like ended up in this golden cage and built this golden cage because they couldn't like release something. But you need to go back to the moment where your ancestor took this other path, took the path of the cage, let's call it that. And you need to see how did they live before they did that choice. They took that choice. Go back to that, because I feel that you're going to find some wisdom there, some knowledge that could help you if this resonates. If not, let's go on and read the meaning. Join grandmother is a sign to listen to the ancient wisdom of your ancestors, as they have much to teach you. This can be achieved by the simple act of speaking with someone of an older generation, researching your family history, or absorbing the wisdom hidden within tales of the deep past. So yeah, definitely. I will look into my ancestry if I were you. And then red hood. Dark face. There's always a cost with growth. Absolutely. Bright face. The cost of growth is worth it. Beautiful. The meaning. Joining red hood indicates you are in the process of growing and changing, which always involves some hurt. You may be facing a test of your courage. Be comforted. It is always better to grow and mature than it is to stay in an undeveloped state. Be aware of risks that may lie ahead, but know that red is the color of courage and defiance, as well as warning. Face this period of change with an adventurous spirit and steady faith in yourself. Okay, so whatever it's coming your way, you need to leave the situation that it's not satisfying to you anymore. It's like you will lose your soul almost with the Knight of Cups in reverse if you stay in that situation. There's something with your ancestry that could give you wisdom, and you need to be brave and face the unknown. But you are heavily guided anyway. You are protected in this. Actually, I feel like someone almost woke you up from this in order for you to escape and be I'm almost getting curse breaker of your family, because I feel like there's something here that might have trapped your family. Sorry. Oh, my throat chakra. Sorry. When this happens, and it never happens even though I make long readings sometimes, when this happens and I lose my voice, I get it as a sign someone doesn't want me to talk about this. Someone literally, I feel like there's some kind of entity that wants to keep your family and you bounded to them. And it's working for your family or the group you find yourself in. And someone, your angels, woke you up suddenly, and you suddenly realize what's going on. Oh my God, I need to escape this, and you need to do that. And they woke you so that you can break this curse, this generational curse. I want to take a couple of tarot and then I will close the reading. That's very interesting anyway. This one, and this one. Okay. We have the Empress on the bottom of the deck. Beautiful. The Empress is getting what she wants. She's receiving. She's abundant. Interesting. Let's see. The Six of Wands. You will be successful. You will win over this situation, this entity. And I wanted to take more tarot because I was feeling like maybe you are going to free your family. And by doing so, you're like freeing your whole ancestry line because they are living that energetically through you, that change, that unbonding. Do we say that? I don't know. We have the Four of Pentacles and we have the King of Cups in reverse. There was definitely something that was preventing your ancestry line, your family, your group, community from awakening. And they preferred, because they were scared and they didn't know, they don't know better, they prefer to hold on to something. And they're like faking almost with themselves also and building this family, society, situation, community upon the lie, because I got lies, I don't remember where, but the lie that this is successful. And we could also interpret the Six of Wands as this. But anyway, I feel like you are going to be successful in this, in breaking this illusion. You're going to free yourself. Okay? Okay. And I feel like you being able to step into the unknown is part of this curse breaking. Because with the Four of Pentacles, it's like really this energy of holding on. And you being able to not do that, it's the first step for the curse breaking. It's the most important one, actually. Okay, this was the reading. It's a very powerful, interesting reading. I really hope you are doing okay. You are going to be successful, don't fear. And you are a generational curse breaker. So yeah, big power. Anyway, thank you for listening to me. I really hope that the reading helped you. If it did, consider leaving a like and a comment. And if you want to receive more readings from this channel, consider subscribing. Thank you very much. Goodbye.